Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru. If you've got questions about flood insurance, flood education, flood zone changes, elevation certificates, click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. You can also check out our daily flood education videos on our YouTube channel. Remember, we have an educational background on flood mitigation, which means we can help you understand flood risks like this right here, your flood insurance, and mitigating your property long term to help you minimize flood losses and flood premiums. Guru. Today we're talking about the double-edged sword of the 80% rule. You know, if you've watched some of our other videos, you understand the 80% rule when it comes to replacement costs. We're going to take a little deeper today, and we're going to be talking about the National Flood Insurance Program's guidelines on the dwelling form when it comes to the 80% rule. Remember, what is the dwelling form? You know, this is kind of the main form that FEMA, the National Flood Insurance Program, uses when insuring a property that's a primary residence. We're talking about, you know, single condo unit owners. We're talking about single family homes, 1 to 4 families. You know, that single structure is when this form is used. So what is the 80% rule? Well, there's actually 2 different 80% rules. Now remember, in order for replacement costs to pay out with the National Flood Insurance Program, you have to insure a property for 80% of the replacement cost or the maximum coverage available through the National Flood Insurance Program, which is $250,000 when we shoot this video. So then what is the other 80% rule? Well, the other 80% rule has to do with primary residence and how you have to occupy this residence 80% of the time. Now, there are some certain exceptions that do go into play here, depending on maybe when you took out a policy. Maybe if a claim occurred and you haven't been able to live there. You know, there are some different things there. But when it comes to the 80% rule, it's important to understand these 2 things, because these 2 things can have a big impact on whether you get a $10,000 check and whether you get a $50,000 check. So if you've got questions about primary residence and flood insurance or replacement costs and flood insurance, how do you pick the right replacement costs? Even if you do, is your house going to be fully replaced? Click below to visit our website, floodinsuranceguru.com. Remember, we have an educational background in flood mitigation, which means we can help you understand flood risks like this right here, your flood insurance, and mitigating your property long term. Thank you.